The duck jibe. Now, we spoke about the preparation. We said how it's like 75 to 80%, you know, of the calf jibe, because if you do it all wrong at the beginning, then it messes up halfway through. The preparation on the calf jibe is the same as the duck jibe and the same as the downwind 360. So we're not going to really cover that much. But the most important thing is remember to look, make sure it's safe, get that backhand down the boom, unhook and drop down, keep power and speed. Okay, so the duck jibe, now if you've got good preparation and you can carve into a jibe, I personally think the duck jibe's a lot easier. I could do planing duck jibes before I could do planing calf jibes. There's a lot less going on. It takes like literally about 2 seconds if you get it right to get the sail back into your hands and power up and plane out. With a calf jibe, if you're good, 3 or 4 seconds maybe, I don't know. So we're gonna have a look at the duck jibe, and you guys are definitely up for it. So if you can carve into a jibe, think about a duck jibe, and also thinking out the box. If you get into duck jibing, it's such a good feeling. You'll do that for quite a while, and then you go back to jibing, and because you've learnt a new skill outside that box, you may find it a little bit easier. Okay, so even though it's called the duck jibe, we spoke about this before in a previous video of the light wind stuff, we're actually always throwing the sail around us. We're not trying to physically duck the sail. Look what happens if I try and duck the sail there. Okay, back in the days when the booms were 7 meters long, we had to do that. But nowadays the booms are so short, the sail technology got so much better, definitely this bad boy, that I don't have to physically get out the way. So the beauty about this is if you look at my carving position, as I carve, I bend my knees, this is my carving position, I actually throw the sail around me and my body doesn't actually move. And that's why the duck jibe is such a nice feeling. It's a nice constant carve and not normally get this funny dodgy S-ing like we do in the calf jibe. Okay, so the key here is basically we're going to duck the sail first, then we're going to jibe out. Does that make sense? We're going to put ourselves downwind on a broad reach. We're going to outrun that wind, you know, pick up our apparent wind. The sail's going to go light. And normally that's as soon as you start to carve, the sail goes light, we're going to duck straight away. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to duck the sail and then carve the last bit out. Okay, so have a good look around, make sure it's safe. I'm saying upwind, bring yourself across the wind, get used to that speed. Okay, build up a bit of speed here. Speed's the key, the friend for jibing, any jibe move. The faster we're going, the better it's going to be. Okay, so can we remember, we have a good look around, make sure it's safe. Backhand goes down the boom, there's that action stance. I'm going to unhook, drop my hips down, back foot comes exactly the same place as the calf jibe. So both our feet are parallel and we're ready to carve in. Then from here, as I sheet in, I'm going to overshoot my backhand. I'm going to extend my front arm and the sail into the turn. The sail and the mast is going to go downwind. It gets to there, it depowers. Then I let go of my front hand, and with my backhand, I extend the sail into the turn. Okay, that looks a bit awkward because I slowed it down, but let's carry it on and I'll show you real speed in a minute. Now from here, see this hand here, keeps to the original side. We're going to use the end of the boom like a hook, boom there, and then from there, we're not going to go to the sail, I'm going to bring the sail to me, so I'm going to throw the sail like a frisbee. Now the key here, okay, and where a lot of people go wrong, they throw the sail back. Now look what happens to my body position when I do that. Woof, I come back. Whoa, I'm even falling over on my grass. Okay, now the key is where I put the clue. What I want to do, because I'm on a run, coming up to a new broad reach, is I want to depower the sail. So how I do that is I throw the clue towards the nose. So from there, watch, this hand is like throwing a frisbee, woof, there. Okay, the sail's completely depowered, I can get my hands in the right position, and then from here I can carve out. So again, let's just have a quick look at that. Backhand goes down, I oversheet, put the sail into the turn, extend with this front arm. So I push and follow through with this original arm that's on the boom. Okay, get to the end of the boom, I throw the clue towards the nose so the sail depowers because the wind's behind me. My front hand goes forward and my back hand quite far up the boom so the sail can sheet out, so I've got control. Now if you're too wide, it may pull you over the front, so make sure you get that backhand up near that harness line or a hand width away. Now where a lot of people struggle here, first of all they panic, they think, oh bloody hell, it's quite easy, I've got the sail in my hands, and then they change their feet. Relax, as they would say in Spain, tranquilo, okay? Bend that front arm. Now the key to switch stance sailing is bending that front arm and kissing your gun, okay? That will help you keep your weight over the center line, keep nice and low. And then from here we can actually power up the sail. So we've got pressure through our mast foot, the board's nice and stable, and then I can change my feet. How I do my foot change all depends on my speed, but is it just like the calf jibe, my front foot, Elvis wiggle, kissing that gun, heel to toe, and then I step. If you find out that you're coming out planing, good job. Okay, and you will find at some point you will come out full speed, so from there we can just jump straight into the strap. So heel to toe again, and then straight into the strap. Duck jibe, easy, it's that easy. I guarantee if you get yourself a simulator out and practice this in no wind, give yourself a goal point so you know downwind's there, so we put the sail there, downwind, get to the end of the boom to the original side, throw it towards the nose, there, kiss that gun, keep nice and low. Now if you do that 10 times in a row, go and try it out on the water, I give you 3 wipeouts. The first wipeout, okay, if you go too late, so a classic mistake, when people go too late, they duck the sail and the sail flaps around the front, they hesitated too long, okay? So that's first wipeout number 1, you've gone too late. Remember, the key is as soon as you pretty much initiate that carve, the sail will go light straight away, and then you go, okay? If you go too early, that's quite rare. If you've got too much power in the sail, as you release that front hand, okay, there'll be too much power, boof, it will throw in the water. If that's the case, there's the eject button. You do not want to fall into the sail, release your hands, get out of there. Use the eject, okay? And then wipeout number 3 would probably be, you duck the sail, finally got it, it's like, whoa, panic and change your feet and you don't know what you're doing. Relax, tranquilo, get the sail, power up, change your feet, hook in, there you go. The duck jibe, go and enjoy. Remember, it's only water, it's not gonna hurt too much.